Welcome back with another video on TryHackMe.com. This is Zaheen Aziz, and today we are doing Volatility. Okay, so this is the part of a prerequisite of the hosted hypervisor. As you can see here, we already have done the hypervisor internal, but we didn't do the Volatility. So today we're gonna do Volatility in this video, and after we complete the Volatility, we'll go back to the hosted hypervisor. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Help us build the community. If you have any suggestion, please put it in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also click on the bell icon to get the notification whenever there is a new video uploaded to this channel. Okay, so task 1, we have from task 1 to task 11. So we'll cover all of this in 2 videos. I already started my attack box, and I have already downloaded the files as well. If I download the files on my Kali Linux, it is saying that it is have some kind of issues with this file, and you cannot download it, just delete it. So my security is mentioning it as to have some kind of vulnerability or some kind of threat. So I have already downloaded and extracted the files here, as you can see. Let's move forward. Volatility is a free memory forensic tool developed and maintained by Volatility Foundation, commonly used by malware and SOC analysts within a blue team or as a part of their detection and monitoring solutions. Volatility is written in Python and is made up of Python plugins and modules designed as a plug-and-play way of analyzing memory dumps. Okay. Volatility is available for Windows, Linux, and macOS, and written purely in Python. So it's Python, that means it is available in anywhere. This is the Volatility logo. This room uses memory dumps from THM rooms and memory samples from Volatility Foundation. Before completing this room, we recommend completing the core Windows processes room. Just look at that. If you want to complete it, we will just move forward. If you plan on using your own machine or the attack box to run Volatility, download the files attached to this task. If you plan to use provided machine, you can deploy it in the task 3. Okay, sure. Let's move forward. Volatility overview. For the Volatility Foundation Wiki, Volatility is world's most widely used framework for extracting digital artifacts from volatile memory RAM samples. The extraction techniques are performed completely independent of the system being investigated, but offer visibility into the runtime state of the system. The framework is intended to introduce people to the techniques and complexity associated with extracting digital artifacts from volatile memory samples and provide a platform for further work into this exciting area of research. Awesome. Volatility is built off of multiple plugins working together to obtain information from memory dump. To begin analyzing a dump, you will first need to identify the image type. There are multiple ways of identifying this information that we will cover further in later tasks. Once you have your image types and other plugins sorted, you can then begin analyzing the dump by using various volatility plugins against it that will be covered in the depth later in this room. Okay. Since volatility is entirely independent of the system under investigation, this allows complete segmentation but full insight into the runtime state of the system. Awesome. At the time of writing, there are 2 main repositories for Volatility, one built off of the Python 2, another built off of Python 3. For this room, we recommend using the Volatility 3 version, built off of Python 3. This is the Get repo for that. Note, when regarding blog posts and articles about Volatility, you may see Volatility 2 syntax mention or use. All syntax change in the Volatility 3, and within this room, we will be using the most recent version of the plugin, syntax for Volatility. Read above and move on to installing Volatility. Okay, installing Volatility. Since Volatility is written purely in Python, it makes the installation steps requirement very easy and universal for Windows, Linux, and Mac. If you already attempted to use Python on Windows or Mac, it is suggested to begin on Linux. However, all operating systems will work the same. If you are using TryHackMe, attack box Volatility is already present on the box and you can skip these steps and move on. Okay, When downloading, you can, okay, so I am using the tag box so I can move forward, but at least let's go through it, how we're gonna install it and how it will work. Okay, when downloading, you can make a choice to use pre-packaged executable .whl file that will work the same and require no dependencies, Windows only, or you can decide to run it directly from the Python. To obtain a pre-packaged executable, simply download a zip file containing the application from their release pages. You click on it and try to download. To begin running the project from the source, you will need to first download the following dependency: Python 3.5.3 or later, or pre-file 2017.8.1 or later. As you can see here, you can also download these optional dependency required for this room: Yara, Python, and the rest of the, and there is a capstone as well. Once you have dependency sorted, you can clone the repository by using this command, get clone and the repository. You now have Volatility installed. To test our installation, vol.py file with the help parameter python vol.py-h. It is important to note that for any Linux or Mac memory files, you will need to download the symbols files from the Volatility, which is from here. We have an Ubuntu machine with Volatility and Volatility 3 already present in opt directory, along with all the memory files you need throughout this room. Oh, they already have the memory files. Okay, I spent a lot considerable time to download the file. The machine will start in a split view. In case the VM is not visible, use the blue screen. Okay, so I can use this VM instead of the tag box, right? Let's see. So there is a Volatility sandbox 3.8. Okay. In case the VM is not visible, use the blue show split view button at the top of, and this is how we're gonna move forward. IP address will show IP address in a few minutes, and then the username is THM analyst and password is infected. So I'm gonna just click on the button and move forward. Read above and install the Volatility or start the attack box or boot the provided machine. So either we can go either way. Okay, so let's move in. Let's move to the attack box. We already have. They are saying that these are available in the opt directory. So what would be the name? I don't see any Volatility here. Right, guys? Yeah, I don't see any Volatility here. Maybe Volatility here is in the provided machine only. Okay, memory extraction. Extracting a memory dump can be performed in numerous ways, varying based on the requirement of your investigation. Listed below are a few of the techniques and tools that can be used to extract a memory from a bare metal machine. FTK, Imager, Readline, Dump, LT.exe, Win32dd.exe, Win64dd.exe. Memorize, fast dump. When using extraction tool or on a bare metal host, it can usually take a considerable amount of time. Take this into consideration during your investigation. If time is a constraint, most of the tools mentioned above for memory extraction will output a raw file, with some exceptions like Redline that can use its own agent and session structure. Okay, so let's see, who am I? We are already logged in, so we are good to go, I think. For virtual machines, gathering a memory file can easily be done by collecting the virtual memory file from the host machine's drive. This file can change depending on the hypervisor used. Listed below are a few of the hypervisor virtual memory files you may encounter: VM, where is dot vmem, hyper-v is dot bin, parallels is dot memory, dot mem, and virtualbox is dot save file. This is only a partial memory file. Oh, virtual file have some problem. Exercise caution: whenever attempting to extract or move memory from both bare metal and virtual machine. Okay, this is what they have bus. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, I think this room is very old. I don't have the quality that we usually see with TryHackMe room. So this is 671 days ago. Okay, plugin overview. Since converted to Python 3, the plugin structure for Volatility has changed quite drastically. In previous Volatility versions, you would need to identify a specific OS profile exact to the operating system and build version of the host, which could be hard to find or use with a plugin that could provide false positives. With Volatility 3, profiles have been scrapped and Volatility will automatically identify the host and build of the memory file. Okay. The naming structure of the plugins has also changed. In previous versions of Volatility, the naming convention has been simply the name of the plugin and was universal for all operating systems and profiles. Now, with Volatility 3, you need to specify the operating system prior to specifying the plugin to be used. For example, Windows.info versus Linux.info. This is because there are no longer profiles to distinguish between various operating systems for plugins, as each operating system has drastically different memory structure and operations. And look below for options of the operating system plugin structure syntax. .windows, .linux, .mac. Okay, there are several plugins available with Volatility as well as third-party plugins. We will only be covering a small portion of the plugins that Volatility has to offer. To get familiar with the plugins available, utilize the help menu, as Volatility 3 is currently in active development. There is still a short list of plugins compared to its Python 2 counterpart. However, the current list still allows you to do all of the analysis as you need. Okay, read the above. We have done so. Okay, so let's run this one to see. Oh, we don't have Python 3. Python version. We don't have Python. Well, what about here? If we copy basic code here, now open the vol.py file. Okay, cd opt ls. Do we have Volatility installed here? I don't see Volatility. Right. So maybe we need to install it even on attack box. I don't know where they actually mentioned that it is already installed on attack box. If you use attack box, Volatility is already present on the box. You can skip it, but where exactly it is available? Okay, so let's do one thing. Volatility 3. Okay, cd. Let's clone it. Okay. We have Volatility 3 in Volatility 3. Wow. Okay, cd ls. Now we should have vol. Okay, so now the Python 3 vol.py.s should work. Volatility framework requires Python version 3.8.0 or greater. So which version we have? Python version 3.6. Okay. So the update. With the apt update. So we'll try to update the Python package. Let's see. I try to install it, it will automatically update. So before we do that, we need to update the repo links. Let it do that. And next, we will upgrade or update our Python as well on the attack box. Okay. Python 3. It is saying I've already newest 3.6. So we have pick. Just a moment, guys. So once I run the Python 3 vol.py, it is saying that the Python version we require is 3.8.0. So the latest one that I have checked is 3.12, 3.12. So let's install it. apt-get install Python 3.8 at least. Okay, let's go with that. It is reading the database and it will shortly install. Okay, and now if we go back and run this command, it is still saying import filters are not there. We are already 3.8. Okay, let's go with the latest one. Maybe this will work. .9, 3.9.0. Let's go with that. 3.9. 3.9 is already newest version. It is already installed. What exactly we are missing here? Maybe some of the dependencies we are missing. Voice total Yara. Okay, this is optional dependency recommended for this room. We have done this one. At least to begin running the project from source, you will need to first download the following. Okay, let's go with that. Pip install profile. Okay, do this. Pre-file, sorry. So we are installing pre-file here. Oh, it is done. Now they are saying that if you can also install this one and also the capstone engine. Import Euro installation is this one. Let's do that. Pip install Euro Python. Command not found. Which one? Pip is there, right? Yeah. So what okay, I'm also copy pasting the $sign. Okay, so Yora is installed, and usually it's better to create the virtual environment before we proceed, because this is just a temporary attack box. So after this task, it will be decommissioned, so we are okay to go with that. And then we have download capstone. Do we have pip? Yes. Okay. Okay. We have done so. Let's run this. If not, then I think we need to close the terminal and open up a new one. Okay. Let's close it. And since we already have Volatility here, let's open a terminal here and run the command again. It should work without any issue. I don't know why it is not working, guys. What about here? Let's do one thing. Volatility 3 is already there in the Volatility sandbox. Right. The vol.py match. Let's see if it. Yeah, it is working there. So let's use the attached virtual machine instead of our attack box. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, by default, Volatility comes with all existing Windows profiles from Windows XP to Windows 10. So imagine profile, image profile can be hard to determine if you don't know exactly what version and build the machine you extracted a memory dump from was. In some cases, you may be given a memory file with no other context, and it is up to you to figure out where to go from there. In that case, Volatility has your back, comes with the image info plugin. This plugin will take the provided memory dump and assign it a list of best possible OS profiles, and OS profiles have since been deprecated with the Volatility 3, so we will only need to worry about identifying the profile if using Volatility 2. This makes life much easier for analyzing memory dumps. Note, image info is not always correct and can have varied results depending on the provided dump. Use with caution and test multiple profiles from provided lists. Okay, if you are still looking to get information about what the host is running from the memory dump, we can use the following three plugins: Windows.info, Linux.info, Mac.info. This plugin will provide information about the host from the memory dump. Syntax is this one: Python 3, vol ph, then the file itself, and then the Windows.info. Okay. Okay. But where is the file exactly? Let's complete this. Read the above and move on the listing. To practice any command in the room, you can utilize either of the memory files present in the scenarios investigation directory or download from the Task1. Okay, let's see. I don't see any scenarios here. CD development. Let's see what we have here. There is schema, but there is no scenario of any kind. What about the doc? We have readme. What if we go directly to scenarios and investigation? Here we have everything available. Awesome. So let's go back to the OPT and Volatility where the main script is, and we are good to go. So we can use this scenario investigation directory to do everything here. Awesome. Let's go to the task 7. Listing processes and connections. 5 different plugins within the Volatility allow you to dump processes and network connections, each with varying techniques used. In the task, we will be discussing each and its pros and cons when it comes to evasion techniques used by adversaries. The most basic way of listing processes in using PS list. Let's do that. PS list. It is not installed. The plugin will get the list of the processes from the doubly linked list that keeps track of the process in the memory. Equivalent of the process list is Task Manager. The output from this plugin will include all current processes and determined processes with their exit times. Okay. These are the commands they are giving us, but when will the actual command we will do? Okay. So what about SL scenarios and investigation? We have this Vim file. Windows.playlist, we don't have it. They're saying that the file, provide the file, and then it will move forward. Like, okay, let's try the first one. Let's see what happens. Python 3 vol.py file is in the scenarios, then investigation, and then for example so this is the file, and let's go with windows.pslist. Let's see what happens here. So we have all of these available. I think let's open this one also in a, I will allow it, and let's rerun the command. Oh, what happened? Hope this is visible. Copy this command and minimize it. Python to vol.py. This is investigation. Let me remove this. It should work without any issue. What happened? We go back. This we don't want to waste any of our time here. Okay, let's move forward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close the call for now, call the video for now, and once we come back we will again go with the task 7. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me on this video. Once we come back we will start task 7. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.